Hello, people. Before I go on and do my Code Veronica and Doom the Dark Ages Revelations video, which is probably gonna be first the Doom DLC and then Code Veronica, and then I will talk about Code Veronica in depth in a video just like I did for Resident Evil 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that kind of video, long form video, just on Code Veronica. Before I actually move on to those, I want to talk a little bit about what I saw the other day on Twitter. It's mostly like some sort of news gossip. I don't know how you define this kind of publication, but where it says that the voice actor for Leon, the modern voice actor for Leon, wanted to include a line in Requiem where it said in the spider fight, the itsy bitsy spider pain in the ass, something like that. I'll put it on screen. I'll put the news on screen if I can find it. So to give you more context, and I was reading the comments of the people like commenting this thing on Twitter, and they pretty much all were saying the same thing. Now I don't know if they were bots or just NPCs, because nowadays it's very hard to tell the difference. You really don't know if you're talking with, like, if you're interacting with a person sometimes, or with a bot, an NPC, whatever. So yeah, they were saying, "Oh, this line totally sucked. It should have been in the game." Yeah, a variation of this sentiment was pretty much, which I thought, yeah, actually no, because what the fuck is that? Since when has Leon turned into Ned Flanders? This is something that really annoys the fuck out of me. Why do people misunderstand Leon so much? I mean, he's a very straightforward character, but no, nowadays he has become funny one-liner. The man, the character, kind of like Shadow the Hedgehog was back in the day. He was Shadow the Hedgehog. But yeah, no, seriously. Like, since when has he started to become so misunderstood? I think it's probably from the Resident Evil 2 remake. Way too many people who only played the remakes now feel compelled to tell you what the character is about. Blah blah blah. Yeah, no, thank you. I don't care. I don't care about their opinion because the modern version of Leon, I've said it multiple times, is a travesty. It's not really what he's supposed to be. I actually did explain, in my opinion, as an old school fan, like who played all the games, what Leon was about, should be about, when I talked about him in my Resident Evil 4 video. He was the kind of character, the kind of archetype that back in the day at Capcom was sort of popular. You had this American guy that spouted one-liners, jokes, but he did it in a nonchalant way, like a no fucks given way, sort of like pretty. You can say, yeah, kind of like Dante was, but not just Dante. If you go back and look at all the games, all the characters, the games, the characters on which people like Hideki Kamiya and Shinji Mikami worked on back in the day when they were at Capcom. For example, I mean, Devil May Cry, okay. Beautiful Joe, I mean, Resident Evil 4, okay. God End. They all had the same type of humor, like the type of humor that you will expect from Japanese guys that are reinterpreting Western characters. Like, they'll give you their type of humor, according to their, of course, sensibilities, but what their idea of a cool American guy is. And that was what makes these characters stand out, in my opinion. Now, they're not just writing them to appeal to anybody. They just write them like that because that's what they feel should be. So you got Leon saying shit like, where is everybody going? Bingo? Or your right hands comes off? Something like that. It's stupid, it's mundane, it's cheesy, but it's tongue-in-cheek. It's not like... It doesn't feel like it's trying too hard. It's endearing. Leon is like Resident Evil 4 Leon is an endearing character because you can tell he's a good guy at heart that is trying to do the right thing, even though things are hard for him, but he's still trying. You can say he's the type of character the archetype of character that he cares about people, but he doesn't really want to show it too much. So he puts off this exterior, kind of a nonchalant guy, but no, he actually cares a lot about about people, about saving people. And then it comes Modern Leon, which, I mean, like I've said before, it's a completely misunderstood version, in my opinion. Starting from the jokes, like the jokes that the one-liners that Modern Leon spouts are just cringe. They are cringe. How do you want to call them? They are lame as fuck. They are not tongue. They don't come off as something making a tongue-in-cheek joke. They come off as Ned Flanders being an annoying fuck. Same thing that, in my opinion, this itsy bitsy spider line would have conveyed. Like Leon was never about being overly annoying and trying too hard with his one-liners. This feels lame. Like Nighty Night Nights. Like who is this game for? For little children? Like 99 Nights is something. Yeah, it's a nice pun, but it feels like something a kid could say. Like, is this game Peggy 13? Like, you have a game where you get you get killed brutally, or you also dismember enemies brutally with a shotgun. Pieces of body parts fly off, but then, haha, 99 Nights. They can't even make Leon say woman, because that would be too misogynistic. Apparently, you can't criticize women in any way, even like sarcastically, even ironically. You can't do that in modern times, in modern games. So yeah, Leon said didn't give a shit. He said, okay, whatever, woman. They're just like that. It didn't have like a negative connotation. It's just like also Claire said in Dark Side Chronicles in an exchange with Leon. She said, yeah, they were bantering. Leon said, woman, and Claire said, man. Yeah, that kind of thing, like playful banter, sarcastic banter. But nope, no, you can't have that. Now you have to have lame jokes and lame lines, dialogue that doesn't feel genuine. It doesn't feel... The dialogue in the modern Resident Evil games doesn't feel genuine. It feel like something straight out of a cheap modern TV series slop. Like the epitome of classic AAA dialogue. Like, I don't know if you've seen the AAA Mario like clip video. That kind of dialogue, at this point, it has a name. It's AAA dialogue. Like stuff like Focus M. Yeah. The kind of stuff that is not really insightful, thoughtful. It's just gibberish to like fill up your eardrums, but it doesn't really give you or convey anything of value. Just gibberish to just keep the player company, but they never shut the fuck up. They never shut the fuck up and say nothing of value. That's pretty much constant yapping with zero value added. And that's one thing. And then the other thing about Modern Leon that is just annoying is that he's too much of a tryhard. He's just a tryhard character. He tries to act cool, to act like he gives a shit about people, while in my opinion really doesn't. Like he does it selectively. Like sometimes he cares about someone, sometimes he doesn't. Like make up your fucking mind. And he's just too like aggressive. Mm, I don't know. It doesn't feel like the same character. It just doesn't. You can say it's written by a different person, yes, but I just don't like him. I don't like his modern interpretation because it barely feels like the same character. It's a bastardization, sort of like Sega thinks that Sonic is all about speed, so gotta go fast, but not really, because Sonic was more about how you gain your speed. The process of gaining speed. Are you good enough to gain speed? But no, now it's just Sonic gotta go fast. You press a button and you go at maximum speed with the boost, which is a gross misunderstanding, like I said, I mean, of what Sonic is about. And today, Capcom is the same thing with Leon. They just, haha, le funny one-liner man. No, he's not. He's just, he's not about that. He shouldn't be just that. He shouldn't be a drama bitch. He acts too much like a superficial drama bitch. But I guess this is what the modern audience wants, and probably they don't even write characters like they used to back in the day, and from the Capcom era. Like nobody does, probably. Not even the people who made those games now write the characters that way, which is a shame because I think I think it was funny. Like they were endearing. Like Dante was endearing, Beautiful Joe was endearing, Leon in Resident Evil 4 was endearing. They were just playful, funny. They didn't take themselves too seriously. They just shoot shit how they felt like. They said what they felt like. But now they don't. The characters just don't feel genuine for the most part. Leon doesn't feel genuine for the most part. Chris hasn't suffered as much from that issue because Chris has always been a straightforward guy. But Leon was more like he was always trying to play it off cool. And yeah, he gave a good idea of that in his previous incarnations, but not in these ones. Like he seems like an edgy child, an edgy arrogant child. But yeah, I mean, I said my piece. I'll keep repeating ad nauseum that I don't like Modern Leon, and yeah, you let me know your thoughts, guys. Hopefully, I can make these two videos, relatively quickly, because I mean, with the heat and everything, it's hard to work on shit. And also, if I have to choose whether I'm gonna work on a video or play, I'm gonna play. If I have extra time, I'll work on the video. Otherwise, I'll just play and record the footage. So, but yeah, guys, all said and done. You let me know your thoughts, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye bye.